Hi everyone, very interesting news. A record England goal scorer, Harry Kane, and also the record Tottenham Hotspur goal scorer, Harry Kane, has just signed from Tottenham to Bayern Munich for 100 million euros. Absolutely staggering amounts of money. So it got me thinking over here. When he was 10 years ago and everything else, he was barely known. He was playing for a club called Millwall, who a tiny club in England who virtually no one follows and everything else. And he's went from that all the way in this 10 years to becoming a record goal scorer of, let's just say, the Jewish club, Tottenham, and also the record goal scorer of the England national football team with 58 goals. That took a lot of work and effort over here. And that's why Bayern Munich have paid 100 million euros for him, because they want to win the Champions League, they want to win the German League, they want to win all the trophies and everything else. They want a goal scorer that's going to promote them, that's going to bring money and everything else, so they've done it. But how did he do that over there? How did he score that? Wow, I just scored that also. That went in. So it takes effort in life. 10 years ago, he was barely known. No one knew who he was. He was just a player that was probably scoring a lot of goals and was getting like a nice payment, but no one knew him. And 10 years later, it takes effort at the end of the day. We can take a moral lesson from this. Everyone can, within regards to how he has achieved this. It didn't take one with just skill and everything else and being a gifted football player or whatever it might be. It took a lot of sheer hard work, getting up early in the morning, going to bed late at night, working on the fitness the whole time. He got injured many times. He got up and worked on himself and came back. Happened multiple times where he could have had a serious injury and he came back very quickly with the right mindset. And that's a lesson we can learn in life. You know, we've all got goals over here and everything like that. Just like he's broken records over here and everything else, we can break our own personal records with everything that we do in our life. We might struggle with certain things, but if we work hard at it and push our muscles with everything, whatever it might be, we could actually become the best versions of ourselves in the things we are striving to do. We can reach the highest levels. We're only here for up to 120 years over here. That's why one has got to work in every single mind. There's no such thing. At the time we learn inside the Bet HaMikdash, inside the temple, the Jewish temple, there was a ramp that went up. Why was there a ramp, friends, and not steps over here? Well, a ramp, someone can always continuously go up. If it's steps that take someone up this thing, then they can stay stationary and they can fall down also. But over here, it's working, and that's what we need to do in our life. You know, just like this football player, he's broken records and everything else. He was wearing this and he barely didn't even play like 70 games and broke the records at the end for the national football team. But that's what we can do in life, friends, with what we're looking to do and everything else. We are seeing laziness is the worst attribute potentially for anyone that can be doing. When one is tranquil straight away and they're just adamant and they're not growing, that's when times people can fall, people can, rationalize with themselves on different things. But when one is working, we're here in the world to toil and everything else. Even the ethics of the fathers says that if we toil in this world and everything else, fruits will be born at the end over there. And we can take a lesson from Harry Kane. And in fact, Harry Kane was playing, let's just say, for a Jewish club. He even suffered anti-Semitism. I think one time England were playing Hungary back in September 2021. And because he was playing for Tottenham, the Hungarian supporters actually chanted some anti-Semitic things towards him. So he very much unfortunately suffered with these things also and everything else. But he just keeps going and everything else. And that's what we can take in our life. You know, we want to become the number one of ourselves. We want to become the record person for whatever we are doing, whatever business we are inside that time. Are we the top accountants? Are we the top bankers, the top dentists, the top doctors? Are we making people feel the best that we are possibly? Are we the best parents for our kids? Are we the best husbands? Or for our wives, whatever it might be? Are we the best version of ourselves? And at the end, when it comes to 120, it's very interesting. Some of the thinkers, the Jewish thinkers actually say, they're not going to ask, why weren't you Moses? To the average person, they'll say, why weren't you? Why weren't you Peter, the Peter you could have been? Why weren't you the Anthony you could have been? Why weren't you, let's just say, the Lee that could have been? Why didn't you achieve you, becoming you? They're not going to ask, why weren't you this? Why weren't you that? And we've all got our different attributes. So some people, we are gifted in certain things. Some other people were gifted in other things also. We've all got different gifts, but we've got to utilize that gift and make the best version of ourselves over there. And he had the gift with football and everything else, and he took it and broke all the records within regards to it. We should break our records, friends, over here. And that's my message for the week over here, from what we learned from a former player, like Harry Kane. Something that a 30-year-old going for 100 million euros is just like absolutely astounding. That's a lot of money here. That is. You can feed countries with that for one weekend. And so then they've paid that price over here. And very interesting. We can become the best we can. We start from today, whatever it is. We don't need a New Year's resolution or whatever it might be. I know we're in the middle of the year, but we start with today. And it's coming to Rosh Chodesh Elul only in a few days' time. So what a time to start. Rosh Chodesh Elul is the time where we prepare for Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur, which is only 30 days away. So we need to work on ourselves and toil on ourselves with everything else. And whatever we need to achieve, we should do it. Guys, I'm wishing you a Shavua Tov and Barach here live from Israel. And a fantastic day and a fantastic week. And just blessings. And take care. And have a fantastic day.